Hey, how's everybody out there doing this weekend? I hope everybody's having a safe and happy weekend and relaxing as much as you can if you have that luxury. Um, as you know, if you've been following me, a few past weeks have been pretty rough, and the weekend has gotten a lot better, and my mood has gotten a lot better. I had to make sure to hide that little turkey thing. I don't know what they call it. To get to a certain age and you end up with these, whatever. So anyway, I'm all bundled up because our area is supposed to be hit with minus 10 to like minus 40 or 50 degrees. I don't know if it's wind chill. I don't know if it's actual temperature, but either way, I'm staying in unless I absolutely have to go out. And as you can see, for once, I'm out in the daylight. The vampire has risen. I'm in layers of clothes because I'm trying to conserve our electricity after the debacle with the budget and all that. I don't want to end up in that situation again. I got new glasses yesterday. Um, they actually are black. Let's see if I can get them. They're black on the edge, and I've had glasses for 50 years, and I have never gone with black. So I decided it was through Zenny. Uh, they costed me under $40 for the frames and lenses and their bifocals, lined bifocals. And I got the anti-reflection so I can actually wear them while I'm filming. So I was pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased by how they look. You can actually see my eyes even though there is some reflection that comes from my monitor, and I have the drapes open because I need some light. The vampire needs some light for once. I usually wait till night because I'm a little more relaxed and I have my thoughts together. And this is just a video I felt like doing, um, just because I wanted to uh, just make a video showing that mental illnesses isn't always doom and gloom. You can have like they say, you have your good days, you have your bad days. I tend to lean toward more bad days, unfortunately. But today happened to be a good day where I got dressed in clothes that match. It's unusual. And I'm wearing my new glasses. My old ones are, gosh, at least twice as heavy. That's right, I was going to go. It's like now I found the camera that I wanted, and I got that. We got that last night, but it needs new batteries. So do I go and get new batteries that's set up for my new camera? Or do I just use it as I can? Because I can still use it. It's just the batteries don't last as long. Or do I go to Zenni? Zenni, it's Zenni. It's online. You go to your doctor or whatever, and you have them write your prescription, and then you go there, you put your prescription in, you put a selfie in, you pick out glasses, they you put try on, and they put them on you, and you can pretty much kind of gather what they look like on you, if they're going to look good or not. Apparently they did. Um, it's my hair that's the issue, not the glasses. No. So right now I'm debating, do I go and buy another pair of glasses? Because after 50 years, I've always had one pair of glasses. Usually, no, I'm not always the best, but because I have like a small face. So I have to wear either kid glasses or oversized glasses, and they over-adjust them, and then my nose, my ears hurt, blah, blah. I have issues, okay? Like you haven't figured that out. Anyway, so after the whole debacle of Amazon, if you've heard about that, me talk about that, where they wouldn't give me their refund, my refund, for something I sent back worth over $85 that I wasn't about to back down and let them, that drives me crazy, let them win when I was able to send them all the evidence proving I sent it back, they received it. So you do this little trick called go to Google, find out who you can go above and beyond customer service. Because I called them so many times, they would just hang up on me. You know, you can write to Jeff Bezos himself, who's the owner, CEO, whatever. Chances are it even says he probably won't read it, but somebody under him who works for him will. And so I started communicating with a guy there and emailing back and forth, sending my proof and my information, you know, your order number, the description, so on and so forth. Tracking numbers, scans. I had all that information. I gave all that information to customer service. They kept hanging up on me. The 30 days is up. It's like, no. But from when I ordered it, received it, shipped it back, and they received it was whatever. Either way, I was entitled to my refund. And they said I wasn't. So I went to bat for myself like I always do. I fight for shit when I know that they're just trying to do a cop out. So got a hold of them, and it took 3 or 4 days. And all of a sudden I got an email. I was half asleep. And I get this email and it says I got my refund. So I was pretty happy with that. And then last night I got my camera. It's just a digital camera, but it's a Nikon, and that's what I wanted. I had that one line, or whatever they want to call it, the D series, just a different number. I had that one before and I really liked it. And then I had a Canon here for a while and I hated it because I wasn't familiar with it. So I ended up getting this one last night, and it was 2 hours there and 2 hours back. And so I actually think I slept here in my chair. Woke up at 8:30 this morning and the lights are on. So I'm thinking it's 8:30 at night. No, it's 8:30 in the morning. I got up and got busy. Did a whole bunch of, errands. Not errands. Sounds like I can need this vampire needs to go back to her coffin. No, I'm just in a pretty good mood. Things just are sort of going their way. I need to get that door painted, I think is what I want to do. I really want to rearrange this room again. The only reason why I don't is because I can't. There's a curio cabinet in here. It's like a buffet. It's huge. Then there's the desk, which is huge and heavy. There's only like 2 outlets, 2 or 3, I think 2 outlets. So I don't know I don't know how to do all this. That's his department. I just tell him I want it done, and he says, where do you want it? And I tell him I'd kind of like it like this, and that. And he just makes it happen. He did it in his own living room last night. I think it was after we got home. And my bearded dragon, my poor Echo, he was in brumation, which is hibernation. And then he came out, and I held him. I think I talked about that a little bit. And then all of a sudden he looked real drowsy again, and he went back in his spot. So I turned his lights off, covered him back up, And then today he was out. And I'm like, oh, maybe he came out to eat. Maybe he's actually really waking up. So he turns his lights on, and I held him. He's like stiff as a board. And I'm like, dude, you okay? He just wasn't awake. So I put him back in there and I turned off his lights. And sure enough, he climbed back in his spot and went back to sleep. Because, like, I know I explained in one of my other videos, they have a different type of hibernation than like bears and things like that. It's the only thing I can think of that hibernates, because I'm not going to try that hard. But they will get up and walk around and get a drink and do things, but I've never experienced it. So I don't know if he's actually coming out for good or if he's just taking a little walk. I don't know. So I held him, and I guess really not supposed to, but when you think that they're out, you think it's okay. But he'd be all right. I mean, when it warms up more and the season changes, that's when he'll come out. I just am afraid. He looks thin, and they're not supposed to lose weight. But hopefully, he'll be all right. I still worry about him, even though I know this is normal. Doesn't make me miss him any less. So I bring Sonic up here, and Sasha, my puppy, she's over here sleeping. She follows me just about everywhere. She's my golden retriever. But this really, I don't really know what I think I'm going to make that mental illness recipients. That sounds like you were gifted something. No. I think I'm going to write, we have good days too. And this is one of them. I have my camcorder that I haven't used yet. I tried it and I held it instead of putting it in a tripod. And it was pretty decent. So I might try it again. That records for 30 minutes. My new camera can record for 10 minutes at a time. That's hardly worth it. I can't get a breath or two in 10 minutes. But yeah, I just, there are just times, if you ever do videos where there are times where, like, I don't know what I want to record about. I don't know what I want to talk about. I'm going to have to try to find something. I'm going to have to try to think of something. And now is just a time of the light is shining in. I'm not hiding in the dark under my coffin. I'm showered. I'm dressed. I'm matching. Um, hey, it takes, when you get into the deep depression points that I do, that stuff takes work. So it did take work to get it done, but I was hell-bent determined to get it done. And no, I don't know why my hair looks this color. It's not red. It makes me laugh because I actually dyed that color. It's just probably because the webcam isn't, a $3,000 webcam or $8,000 Canon. Is what it is. You get the point. So I wanted to wish you a happy rest of the weekend. It's Sunday. Yay. I used to watch football. I don't anymore. It's boring. I just kind of hang out and listen to my music, go on Facebook, check obituary. I'm obituary holic. I have to watch the obituaries. I write poems. I I do stuff that's not really that exciting, but it keeps me occupied. It's my hobby. And you need a hobby if you're laying on the sofa watching TV all day. You need to get off your ass no matter how bad you feel. Unfortunately, it's true. Or what? You're just gonna, yeah, you have days that are depressed, that you're depressed and you don't want to get out of bed. But what good is it to just stay in bed? Occasionally it's fine. I've done it once because I'm not one to stay in one spot for very long. I'm semi-active. I'm active when I want to be. But yeah, I just thought I'd, you know, throw it out there and say that mental illness shouldn't and isn't the end of the world. Yeah, many times it is. A lot of times. Too many times. I think the statistics that I had done a couple months ago was 49,000 people. Was it 49,000 people committed suicide in the United States? I believe that was the statistic. And that and those statistics are only ones that are proven. A lot of them I know of are considered, they're suicides, but they label them as natural causes. And that's very often. And I know that very personally. So, well, you have a good rest of your weekend. And no, my brain doesn't function any better during the day, during the afternoon than it does in the evening or the night. It's just here. I took a Xanax, so I'm feeling pretty relaxed. And I think I see this stupid bitch doctor this week. That'd be interesting. I might can her ass because I'm sick of it. Wow. Okay, I think this is long enough. It's even shorter than my normal videos, which is incredible. So I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye.